house, and we are. Oh my god. Okay. Our house is trying to get the fiber, okay, fiber internet installation. So there might be a little noisy if they made it. So please don't mind, right? So this is I would like to request first.
No worries, Chair.
It's okay.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. So now and then another thing is also I have got a sore throat, so my voice can be changed a little. My voice is changing a little. Okay, so don't misunderstand that one. And then I am real, your teacher, right? Okay, so now are you ready for the presentation?
Absolutely, Chair.
Okay, thank you. Great job. So which group want to start first?
It's our Chair. It's our group.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
So, Chair, can you let Olga to screen share? Sorry.
Okay, so the time screen is only just 15 minutes, right? 15 minutes for each person, each group. Can you do screen sharing?
Yes, Chair. Can you send it to Olga, Jack? Yes, thank you.
Good job. Yes. Shen can. Shen that. Cancel hey and two thick.
So, how's it going, everyone? My name is Stephen Tan from the Group 1. So today we're going to talk about the southern right wheels. So for the introductions, why are we call them southern right wheels? The southern right wheel was called a right wheel as it was the right wheel to catch because of its meat and high wild content. And the identifications, the southern right wheel is a large white stocky wheel that has a number of features, making identifications relatively easy. It is the only large wheel that lacks of dorsal fins. It has a short blunt pedal shape, flippers in a broad head, carries numbers of white callosities, rise over patches of skins, so that form individual identifiable pattern. So the latter features enable researchers to gather vital life histories, information on this species. So the southern right wheel may grow to 18 meters in length and black or dark brown or gray with some individual having a white patches on their head and back. In newborn calves travel alongside with the mother and they're like white or gray. So individual can be recognized by the patches of rice woldy skins, classes on top of their head and chin. So for the next paragraph, my friend Jack will explain the details about it.
For the types of whales, there are two main types of whales. Whale-blind whales, also called toothless whales, and toothed whales. The southern right whales is the blind whale. Blind whales. All blind whales have two blowholes. Southern right whales were handled by the whale industry until around the 1960s. Several breeding populations have recovered since then, while others have not. Current threats to southern right whales include using the fishing gear, the whaling industry, ocean noise, changes in water conditions, and dynamics due to climate change. Natural threats include diseases and protection from killer whales and large sharks. So to distinguish southern right whales from similar species, like other right whales, the southern right whale is distinguished from others by the callosities on its head, a broad back without a dorsal fin, and a long arching mouth that begins above the eye. For the next part, Hantute is going to talk about the other topics.
So next subject is about seasonality. So seasonality is the southern white whale can be seen along Sydney coastline from June to August as it north to breed in warmer waters. Okay, can you show another one, please? I can. next one is habit. The southern white whale inhabit the southern and sub-Atlantic oceans except during the winter breeding season. During this breeding season, the whale migrate to warmer temperate waters around the southern part of the African, South American, and Australian land mass distribution. The southern white whale are distributed throughout the southern hemisphere from around 20 degrees south to 65 degrees south. These whales migrate between high latitude breeding areas in the Australian summer and low latitude breeding ground in the Australian winter. Feeding and diet. The southern white whale is a brilliant whale and plankton, usually copious or prey from the water through the large billion blades in its mouth. These whales do not undertake the particular feeding display of the humpback whale. Instead, they swim with a steady open mouth movement through pre-swans skimming out the food. Like history sucker, calving is due to okra only eat every 3 to 5 years. Single young are born after a gestation period of 12 months and within a year. The calf is weaned and independent. That's all.
So thank you for listening. And any question, please?
Yeah, let me ask you a question first.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think, in my notes, there are 4 people, right?
Yes, sir.
Shendan, Jack, and Kenzo, Hey, and Han Tuesday. So how about
Actually,
Hansel?
Council agent, he just taking a vaccine.
He said
Taking
he was going
vaccine.
to
Oh.
get vaccinated, so he can
Okay.
come.
So you mean that he take a leave?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. Yes. Okay, so the question I welcome other groups. Please ask the question to this group 1. Hello. Group 2. What is your question for southern right wheels? No question, no bonus. Okay, I will count 1 to 5. 1. Group 2. 1, 2, 3.
Teacher.
Yes.
What do they eat? What do they mostly eat?
Actually, they also eat meat, which means like, fish. Yes, fish. They also eat fish.
I see. Thank you for answering.
Yeah, but for me, I want to ask you is what kind of fish they only eat?
So like, tuna or something like
Yes.
other language.
Right.
Other language
Okay.
fish.
Yeah, yes. They don't eat the wilds. Southern right whales. They don't eat every fish, right?
Yes,
They choose
yes.
they choose their food, and then they eat special things for them. Okay. Yes. Thank you. Group 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Group 4. When?
I will ask a question.
Okay, thank you, Andre.
How many
Yeah.
whales do they reproduce when they give birth?
They're like, they're like 2 case, around 3 case or 2 case. Only that
Okay.
around there.
Thank you.
No problem.
The next one.
So, how do they actually catch fish? Like they just open their mouth to for the fish to come in like that, like the whales.
Yeah, this is really interesting. Yeah, so they are following they are following to their food, or only just they are waiting and to ready to eat for that.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, so that what's your answer for that?
For that they're like, they didn't usually eat like, some other, big fish, like, they don't eat like normal fish. They're like, their mouth is section of it. They suck all of their some fish and they eat it like that.
So how about the water that they just drink it all?
Yeah, also like that. Yeah, they really drink like that.
Oh, okay.
Any
Sometimes
more questions?
they blow
Yeah,
water
any more
from the boat.
questions?
Sure, like they like don't they like blow with the little hole part on
Yes,
their
yes.
head? I don't know
Sometimes
how to say it.
they blow waters from their blow holes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got two blowholes.
Oh,
Oh,
interesting.
yeah. Okay, thank you so much. Let's give applause to your friends.
Thank you.
Thank you, audience.
Yes, thank you so much for your presentation. And then now is a group 2.
So I will stop my share.
Hello everyone, we are going to present you about the Eiffel Tower. Our group members are Pyodiha Alinger, Tumo, Hinduranda, and Nono. We would like to start with the overview first about the Eiffel Tower. The Eiffel Tower is situated in the Champ-de-Mars Park in Paris. French called it La Tour Eiffel. Another nickname of the tower is La Ramadi for the Iron Lady. The main purpose of the tower is to commemorate the French Revolution and to demonstrate France's industrial power. Current height of the tower is 163 feet, and the original height without internet was 124 feet.
I'm going to continue this slide. Most of the towers are usually constructed by steel, stainless steel, and aluminum, etc. However, the Eiffel Tower is made of iron, and even Alessandra Gustave Eiffel said confidently that using iron is the right choice for the tower. It took 2 years, 2 months, and 5 days to complete this aqua-like tower. The Eiffel Tower is visited by millions of guests each year, though due to the pandemic last year, there were only 1.16 million of visitors. Thank you. The next slide is going to be presented by Pyodiha.
Hello, this is Vidya. The Eiffel Tower stood out from the competition of various bazaar schemes, but the original construction of the Eiffel Tower was not that easy. Many art and literature experts protested against them, and even some legendary figures came out against it. Because of the usage of iron, the team members of the project didn't have the idea to how to design and construct well. Later on, the product was a huge success. The design is be said that is much newer and more modern than designs around that age. And the original purpose of the Eiffel Tower was planned to be dismantled after a 20-year period. However, it was decided to keep it in position because it was too well built. The tower costs around £260,000 in 1889, with the most money being provided by Eiffel and the French state. Next slide is going to be presented by Hindurana.
Oh, yes. Oh. I'm bringing you all of past of the towers, and the iconic tower can be seen anywhere in Paris. As long as you look at many levels will look. The reason is that the areas contain a very remote lab wall. Whenever you are willing to look back, I have been waiting for you. That's romantic. And now you create this. Why can the tower keep it so clean? Is because the tower is clean. Your review is for 10 hours, right? 25,000. Garbage bed and 10,000. Those are detergent and 105 gallon of smell cleaning solution to prevent resetting. And the average tower is repainted in a traditional way every 7 years using 16 hours paint. And the lights at the towers are also changed every 4 years. This will keep the tower so perfect. And if you want to take photo of the tower in Paris, they have rules. And normal tourist photo to social media is not a big deal. But in the case of using the tower's photos for commercial purposes, photography should ask the permission from the legal team. The next will be done by Divisor. Thank you.
The Iron Lady, the entrance fee for the Eiffel Tower is €4.3 for the first floor, €7.7 for the second floor, and €11 for the third floor. The tower is named after Alexander Gustave Eiffel, who was a French civil engineer. Maurice Coquelin and Amélie Legoua were the designers in charge of the Iron Lady. There is a tiny post office on the first floor of the tower, right next to the gift shops. The letters or postcards which you need postmaster will be made when you use the post office as a mailing service. 300 artists pledged to halt the construction as they believe the tower is ridiculous and it is going to be a giant deep blast most that luckily of the protests fell on this year. This is about the Eiffel Tower. What we talked about was how much the tower faced many problems during its construction and how it became famous worldwide. This is the end of our presentation. Thank you very much for paying attention.
Take it easy, no problem, right? The tiger is not running after you, okay? You know that? The tiger, the tiger is not running after you. You better take it easy. Okay, no problem. So is there any question from group 1, 3, and 4?
Yes. I just want to know that.
Yes.
Why did you guys name Eiffel Tower to Iron Lady?
Because it is made of iron.
Ah, I see.
Is that sure? Is it made of iron and then it's called Iron Lady? I don't think so.
No, it was mostly built with the iron. That is.
Okay, yes. Thank you. The next question from group 3. Group 3, 1, 2.
Teacher,
Yes.
this question can be a little silly. Which time does Eiffel
No
Tower?
problem.
Time does Eiffel Tower open a day?
When was it open? Like that, right? So your question is when was it open, right?
Yes, teacher.
think it is open until 1 a.m. 1 a.m. in the morning.
Thank you, teacher.
Yeah. So Tumo, why do you say so? You said that 1 a.m.
Because the lights are still on 1 a.m. in the morning. The Eiffel Tower lights at night.
Mm-hmm. Can you share your slide again, and can you make sure that when did they open? When did they do Salon open?
We didn't include that opening time in our slide, but when I was searching for notes, I saw it.
Okay. Yes. Thank you. Because without evidence, it's not much. How shall I say? Without in the presentation, without any evidence, is not how shall I say, easily accepted.
Teacher, it opens at 9:30 in the morning. And
Okay.
we
Why?
Google it. We saw that in Google that the Eiffel Tower opens in 9:30 at the morning.
Okay. How about the date?
Do you mean the first opening date of Eiffel Tower? Teacher.
Yes.
It was March 31, 1889.
Okay, good job. March 31. You better say that 31st.
March 31st.
What? Yeah. So when we say the day, okay, the day and the first, second, when you say the date and date, we have to say first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, right? And then 20 and then 21st. We have to say 20 and 21st, 30, 31st, like that, right? We shouldn't say that 21, 31, like that. Okay.
Sorry, teacher, I was so
Yes,
nervous.
no problem. And I see, I realize that. Don't worry that, okay? Yes. And then how about group 4? Hello, group 4.
Yeah, so
When?
like the Eiffel Tower is like actually named after the designer. Am I right?
No, Alexander Gustave Eiffel was not a designer of the Eiffel Tower. He was just the main person in charge of the project. He's not the main designer for the tower.
Okay. Thanks.
Thank you so much. Is there any problem to open your cameras? Maybe have you got any connection problem, or is there any camera problems from your side? Because now we are doing presentation, right? So presentation should be seen by other people's as well. I think so. Don't feel that you are ugly, okay? Yes. Okay. Yes. Thank you. Only just Hantu and Mr. Jack. Okay, don't be shy to open your camera. I'm not taking a photo of your background settings. I'm not taking any photo, and then I have no idea to upload your beautiful faces on my Facebook. Okay, and then I am sick of doing such kind of thing, right? Don't worry that. Don't worry and don't be shy, right?
For me, I'm using mobile data, so
Yes.
like
Yeah.
my Wi-Fi is out.
If you have something. Yeah, okay, Mr. Jack. I understand like that situation. If you
Yes.
have got some problem. That's why I said to you, okay, because of the connection or something else, right?
Yes.
So we can understand you. Yes. So
Thank
if
you.
you don't have any more problem,
Okay.
you better open the camera.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, Jack, I understand that. No problem right now. Okay, so now let's start group 3.
Teacher, E King is not here, so there are only gonna be 4 of
Why?
us.
Okay. Yes, why? Did she say something to you?
I asked her to send her sentences to add in my PowerPoint, but she didn't. So she's not gonna be in the PowerPoint.
Okay,
And also
yes. And then she's not here today, right? Yeah, some of the people's some of the students, this is the first time, but maybe for some of you, not everyone, okay? For some of you, this presentation may be the first time for you, especially in English, right? Previous time you might have done in Burmese, maybe in your school, no problem. But presenting in English is a little difficult. You think like that, and then you have got a very nervous situation, right? But as I told you previous time, don't be afraid of the hurdles, okay? Don't be afraid of showing your ability, okay? Yes, so whatever.
please wait a minute, teacher. Hello everybody, my name is Susan, a member of ESL Group 3. I'm so delighted to be here and take a part of in this presentation. I'm not usually into history or antiquity, anything like that, but as you know, our teacher rules gave this opportunity to us to explore and get to know about it. That's a million teacher rules for letting us work together as a team and gain experience of what a teamwork is like. Related to that, we Group 3 managed to create the Golconda presentation. The presentation is gonna be contain main points of this. So I'll start by how it was built and what it was famous for. In 13th century, a Stephen boy encountered an idol which guided to the forming of the fort on Stephen's Hill by the Kakatiya kings. It gradually became the chief city of the Qutb Shahi kingdom near Hyderabad. It used to be the center of the diamond trade among Muslim sultanates in the region. So the significance of Golconda is being a renowned city of precious stones. The fort is located in the western part of their kingdom to defend it. It consists of 8 gateways and 4 drawbridges with a number of right apartments, halls, temples, mosques, magazines, etc. Golconda was also among the biggest fortress in the Deccan Plateau, built on a 400 feet high hill and has 3 stories. Now I'll continue about how Mughal army conquered the fort. It was believed that there was a madman who was the protector. He didn't let his troops enter the gateway. Finally, a Mughal soldier removed him and got the power. So why am I telling you this story? Well, the intention of our project is to inform you about this biography. Why do we have to be aware about this? Imagine you arrive at Golconda and you have no idea what its origin is like. Or imagine you are studying or interested in historical facts. This presentation will definitely provide you with varieties of knowledge and details. What I hope you will get from our talk is a clearer view of antiquity of Golconda. Let me briefly wrap up my main points from my part. All things considered, Golconda is not only the principal of the Qutb Shahi kings, but also one of the most magnificent fortresses in India. Next is my railway 10. She put lots of efforts into this talk, so let's give her some cheer. You can do it, Wei.
My name is Urite. I'm from Group 3. Now I will continue to talk about ancient engineering of Golconda Fort. In this part, I will start with about Feshdawezer. It is also known as a Victory Gate in the Perth, which is popular among them tourists, with its fantastic acoustical effects nowadays. A handclap can be heard at the Balahisa Palladium when we clap at the address of Golconda. This acts as a warning note to the royal or resident in case of attack in the old time. However, tourists nowadays are very attracted with this signature handclap as long as they step into the Golconda. Acoustical engineering is the branches of engineering dealing with sound and vibration, and it also concerns with the design, analysis, and control of sound. Saying the building of Golconda was built with acoustical engineering, we can be heard very clearly even if we whisper in one corner of the hall of this building. This wonderful site with acoustical engineering of this building becomes such a great attraction to tourists nowadays, but it was built for King Sejudi in the past. Overall, Asian engineering is about how the building of Golconda is unique, with Judashahi Sultan's Asian technology. Next one is Adron. He will talk about Regia's building. Thanks for your attention.
Hello everyone, my name is Andrew and I'm going to talk about Golconda Fort's religious building. So, Golconda Fort has lots of religious value for both the Hindus and Muslims because of the temples and masjid. So there are lots of famous masjids such as the Masjid of Mustafa Khan, which was built in 1641 and has a unique roof in Mughal style. And another one is the Mullah Kayali Masjid, which was built in 1569 by Mullah Kayali, and it has a beautiful Persian script engraved on its stones. And another one is the Ramadi Masjid. It's a masjid built by the seventh Sultan of Golconda, Abdullah Shah, and it was completed in 80s. And there's a lot of Hindus religious buildings too, such as Ramdas Pindikhana, as known as Ramdas prison, because when Ramdas was killed, he crafted images of the Hindu gods Rama, Lakshman, and Hanuman on the rock surface in cell. So that was my presentation about Golconda Fort's religious buildings, and now my friend Indonazo is going to continue. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Indonazo and I'm from ESL Class B. Now I'm gonna talk about the title Golconda Fort of Gems and Jewels. The Golconda region has produced some of the world's most famous diamonds. It is known for producing diamonds for nearly 2,000 years and was the only known source of diamonds on Earth until the 17th century. In 1653, Jean-Baptiste Tavernier, who is the French traveler and jewel trader, arrived at Golconda. The ancient king conserved his treasures in Golconda. There was a global jewelry bazaar. In order to barter exclusive gems, traders from Asia, Albania, Persia, and Europe arrived at the Golconda under the shade of banyan trees. Great Macaw diamond is the greatest diamond ever found in India. It was discovered as a 787-carat rock stone in the Golconda mines in 1650 and subsequently was kept by the Venetian lapidary Hortensio Bocchus. In French jewel trader Jean-Baptiste Tavernier described it in 1665 as a high-crowned rose-cut stone with a flower at the bottom and a small speck within. Its present location is unknown, and some believe that either the olive diamond or the Koh-i-Noor may have been cut down from this stone after its loss following the assassination of its owner, Natasha, in 1747. Finally, I like to share this interesting quote from Hans-Georg Gadamer, German philosopher. The quote says, "History does not belong to us, we belong to it." It is clearly telling us how much history matters to humans. The quote shows that it is crucial to be aware of all stories of buildings or monuments. So that covers everything I wanted to talk about today. All of us in Group 3 have talked all things about the Golconda Fort. We genuinely hope you get inspired listening to our talks and research. Thank you so much for giving us time to share this information with all of you. And also thank you, ESL Group 3, for your hard work. You did it. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. Any question? Hello, any question? Group 1, 2, 4.
Is there any other jewelry famous aside from diamond?
Sorry, can you say that again, please?
Is there any other famous jewelry aside from diamond?
Lots of precious stones and mostly diamonds, because it's known for especially diamonds. I think maybe ground stones, because there are lots of ground resources there, which is really famous. Yeah, I guess.
Thank you.
Thank you. Teacher, was it okay?
Yes, and the next one.
Excuse me, please.
Yes.
Just want to know
good one.
that how did Golconda producing that kind of largest diamond?
Yeah, so Shindan, can you repeat your question again?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
I just want to know that how did Golconda producing that kind of largest diamond?
No, they are not producing diamond. They found in the ground. It's a Saint Ray.
Sorry for my
Yeah.
misunderstanding. Sorry
We
about
can't produce diamond.
that. Sorry about that.
The next.
Is Golconda only for Muslim and Hindu religions?
Yes, because at that time there's only Hindus and Muslims in India, and yeah.
So can Buddhism visit there?
Huh? Can you repeat that question, please?
Yeah, Alina, take it easy. Take it easy. Slow down your speed.
So can Buddhists and Christians visit there? Go there to the
Yeah, anyone can visit, but there's only like Hindus and Muslim religious buildings there. But anyone can visit there.
So if there's no more question, then let's give applause to your friends.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So for the last group, number 4, group 4. Andre, Kenyon, Santep, Mintan, and Chumya.
Teacher, can I start the presentation now? Hello?
Yes, you can start it now.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Ingrid from Group 4, and today I'm going to be talking about the Statue of Liberty along with Minta, Lai Wai, Kim Santa, and Chumye. And the next one who's going to present is Lai.
Nowadays, the Statue of Liberty is one of the most famous monuments all over the world. Liberty Statue is the honor of America and also the beloved monument for its long-lasting symbols of freedom and democracy throughout the world. It's one of the reasons why tourism is trending in NYC. The Statues of Liberty located in New York City, Liberty Island, US. Frederick August Liberty is a person who designed Liberty statues. Construction was started in September 1875 using copper, gold, steel, and cast iron. It took 9 years to build the Statues of Liberty and was completed in 1885. After that, it was shipped to New York City. When it arrived in New York, we built the statues and complete after 4 months.
Yeah, before I start, can I close my camera off? The connection is really been confusing. I don't know. Yeah. Also, can you hear my voice clearly? Okay. The person on the left is a well-known French sculptor and painter, Auguste Bertoli, who was the designer of the Statue of Liberty, and also known for designing the famous statue of Napoleon. The person on the right is Gustave Eiffel, who built the metal framework and engineering assistant of the statue. He was the person behind the famed Eiffel Tower. The assembly of the statue, which occurs between 1881 and 1884 in Paris and dedicated 129 years ago today on October 28, 1886 by President Grover Cleveland. After it was dedicated, some people claim that the statue was a man, and some Americans suggest that the model of the statue is an African American woman to this day, but the statue was actually modeled after Leviticus, the Roman goddess of freedom and personifications of liberty. Depending on how you measure it, the height of the Statue of Liberty and the height of Copper statue is 151 feet, and with a pedestal and foundation included in the measurement, the full height is 305 feet above from the ground.
The statue is originally a gift from the city of France. It was designed by French scholar Frederick Auguste Berthelot, Professor and Roland Liberty is created with the idea of a shared state between the France and America. The statue was meant to commemorate the U.S. standing and the idea that both France and United States share of freedom and democracy.
Now I will continue to talk about the next part of history. A giant effort of the French, Americans, and colors hard workers, the statue was to be built in France and shipped by boat in America. In the years before the statue was built, criticism was raised that she should be designed by an American artist, and the fact that it took many years to raise sufficient American funds to build Lady Liberty's pedestal. Still, the project progressed for many years. However, she was presented to the Americas on Independence Day in 1884, was finally shipped early the next years, and was elementary opened in New York Harbor in 1886.
As an additional slide, I'm going to be talking about other facts about the statue. So in the statue's right hand, she carries a torch that meant to symbolize the light of reason. In her left hand, she is carrying a book of laws, and that is marked with the date of when the Declaration of Independence was signed. And it is built on an iron support structure, and its skin is made of copper. Originally, it was the color of copper by 1900, and the statue's exterior had begun to change color. Eventually, the decision was made to leave this patina on the statue, and today she is the pale green color we know. A poem in script on her base bears, and that says, "Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free." Our presentation has ended, and thank you everyone for paying attention and listening to our presentation. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much too. And the questioners are welcome. Hello. Group 3, what's your question?
Okay, I have seen somewhere, I don't know, someone told me there's a secret room in the Statue of Liberty. Is that true?
Yes. Group 4, can you answer Andrew's question?
So we don't know exactly about that. We have read it, but there's no secret door that is like found on our research. I think it's for the secret, so they don't actually, yeah, I think.
It could be a chamber, a secret chamber that no one has ever found, and it is known as a secret door. There's a possibility.
So there might be a chamber, and then but everyone cannot get into it. Everyone cannot enter into that chamber. That's we call it. That's why some of the people say that some of the people might say that okay, they cannot enter into the room, so they say, oh, there must be a secret something, right? That's why they call it like a secret room. I mean, this is the way I think. Okay, it may be possibility. Okay, yes. And then, how about group 2? Four? No questions? Oh, no question, no bonus, no. 5. Okay, so group 1.
Yes, Chip. I just want to know that how do they switch that statue to the sea? At the time, how did they switch it? Like 1880. So how do they do that?
They actually didn't ship the entire statue to another country and state. They actually take parts of it, just heads and hands and torch, and they ship it one by one. And after a long time, they can set up the statue and gave it as a gift to America.
Ah, I see. They have to use a lot of force.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No problem.
Okay, the last question, please.
Teacher, I'm from group 2. So Andre, does the
Yes. You can ask anything.
Does the statue was there a model for the statue?
Of course, there are several models, and they just many designers came up with an idea of which statue they should build up with, and yeah, they build up and ship to America.
Do you know who exactly is she?
It's not she, actually he. The main designer is August Bertoli.
Asking about the model, not the designer.
Oh, the statue is she, right?
The model is the Roman goddess of freedom, but some people say is African woman and even others say that it was a man, but it's actually a model of the Roman corners of freedoms.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So let me fill up a little more about that answer and that design, the designer, and then they take the whole model is up, face facial expression is up face, and then the whole model was as Mintan man as who is it? As Mintan mentioned, right? So the body is taken from the goddess of the goddess how should I say, the goddess body, and then face is the designer, and then a memory of her mother, and then he shaped them to the statue face like his mother. Okay. Yes. Thank you. If there is no more question, thank you so much. Yes. Okay. And then I think you want to hear some of my comments before my comments, and then I want your friend to say that your comments to your friend.
Jay, you
Hello?
mean like what do they need to do like that? You mean like that?
No. I mean that I am going to give you some comments concerning with your presentation, but before me, so you amend your friends who would like to give comments to any group. No comments? Oh my God.
Teacher.
Yeah. Yes, Alinga, yes.
I would like to appreciate every group's effort because they worked words for this presentation, and this is our first time doing a presentation here. It was kind of awkward, and I was so nervous. And so I would like to say that you all did well today. Thank you.
Yeah, is it true? Is it true? You all did your best, right? Even though this is the first time and that you try your best, and some of your slideshows are very interesting, and then creative, you also create with, like a new creative ideas. That's why I like some of your presentation slideshow. Yeah. Anyone else? Anyone else who want to give a comment to your friends?现在我要say again, Drew, Wete, Kayon Santa, Andre, is there any comment to your friends?
No, Chair, because everyone did a great job, and this is our first time doing with groups. And I think working with groups could be really helpful in the future as well. We can talk and be friendly more than before. So I think everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. When you do group work, there will be the result. I mean that, for example, some of your friends don't want to participate or don't join and don't do the presentation because they may have some reasons, right? Maybe because they are how should I say, they have to take vaccine today, or they are afraid of doing presentation, or they think that doing presentation is nonsense. Some of the people, I really got a shock. I really got a shock for that sentence. Some of the students, maybe their parents, or I'm not sure for that, but I heard it from some students. That's but they didn't tell me directly. But when I hear that that sentences, I really got a shock, right? Because doing presentation is not wasting your time. You know, this is I am cultivating, I am planning you how to negotiate with how to negotiate with your friends, and then you cannot say that among you all, you know, we cannot guess someone will be a president or maybe a minister or someday in our country, right? So whatever it is, when you have a habit of presentation, and then you would be very familiar with, you know, how to deal with the people. That's why. Okay. Yes. So I'm going to give you some comments for that, right? Okay. Let me see it first. Yeah, I will tell you the first group. Okay, group 1. Not this comment is not for only just group 1, and I wanna say to the all of the groups, right? On your slides are very interesting and creative, but one thing I would like to suggest is you all used, not all, right? Some of you used it long sentences. Okay, so on the slides, we have to, what is the slides for? You know, why do we use the slide, okay, the PowerPoint slide? Because PowerPoint is only just a thing to support you, right? So only just you should note down the short sentences on the PowerPoint slides. And maybe if you are worried that you might be forget, and then for example, I would tell you this is like a paper, right? You know, this one, we do presentation only even though this is a visual presentation, we have to think about it. This is like a real presentation because, you know, your friends can see you, your friends can hear you, and then your friends also can see your slideshow, and then, like, you know, facial expression and gesture like that, right? So this is, even though totally it is not real presentation, but this is almost, right? That's why you need to follow the rules of presentation skills, right? So if you worry that you might forget what you have to say, so, you know, this is a paper, and then you have to fold the paper like that. Okay, you have to fold a paper like this, and then you can note down what you are going to talk on the first page, and then you have to turn on it, and you can see next, and then like that. Okay, you better try like that. And then, so, you know, on your slide, there should be only just maybe 4 or 5 short sentences, which gives a notes for your friends. You know, you wrote down all the long sentences on the slideshow, so your friends are very boring, and then they are going to read it, and then you also reading, and they are also reading. You know, both of you are doing reading skill as well. Okay, it doesn't look like a presentation, right? That's why just only the slide should be given a note. Okay, just notes. You have to write down the notes on the slides. That is one thing. Next one is, please don't read. Okay, you are not practicing reading skills, right? I always practice you to read yourself alone or to read with your friends, right? This is presentation. You know, you need to show your facial, how should I say, facial expression. If you are talking about the real, the funny thing, your face should be a funny face. Okay. If you are talking about the, how should I say, the horror, and then your facial expression should be, you know, to show how horrifying it is, like that. If you want to talk about the sad situation, your facial expression should be, you know, the sad mood, like that, right? So you think that this is like an artist training as well? You can do an actor or actress, okay? Right. So, you know, facial expression and then gesture. You see that the gesture, now I am speaking to you, and then I'm using my hand, and then my facial expression, you might see that, right? So you are not, you shouldn't tell like a stop, a rock. Don't say like a rock. And then, okay, some of you are just only sit like that, and then you said that blah 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 blah. Oh my god, right? You know, what is it like? Okay, a rock. A rock can speak like that, right? So you are not a rock, you are a human, right? That's why you should be, how should I say? You should have some movement, and then don't read long sentences, right? And next one is eye contact. Okay, so even though we are doing visual representation, I can see you and you can see me, right? That's why we need eye contact. Only just you are, okay, here is a camera, right? And then this is the notes from your, maybe your note. That's why you are reading, blah, 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 and then. So how about the audience? The audience are the audience are looking at you and they are listening to you, but you don't look at the audience. So how would they feel? They feel very bored, okay? They feel that, oh, the speaker is not caring to us. And then we don't need to listen to them like that. They might say like that, right? So you need eye contact. Okay, so if I say like that, you might have a question. So teacher, if we need eye contact, how should we try? How should we practice? That's it. Maybe sometimes we might forget. Okay, sometimes you might forget what are you going to talk, even though you are looking at the slideshow, right? At the time, you have to try like that, and then look at your notes, and then look at the camera again. You can look at your notes, and then when you start to talk, you have to look at the camera, right? You have to look at the audience. That's it, right? So you need to practice that one. And then some of you have a good animation. This is really fantastic. This is really fantastic. And next one is the font size. Okay, so you better check your slides, because some of the background are dark color, and then the font colors is also a little dark, so we cannot be the words, okay, the notes and the information cannot be seen very clearly by the audience, right? That's why you should take care of the background. If you use a dark background, your font color should be pale color, right? Like a light color. If you use, for example, if you use black, okay, black background, your font color should be maybe like a white color, or light green, or something like that. Okay, light color should be. And the next one is some of you lost a hook. Do you know a hook? A hook means that the speaker is speaking, the speaker is presenting, the speaker was presenting, but a person who manage the slideshow is a little mixed sometimes, right? So the speaker is presenting, but the slideshow was not coming up, or the slide was late to appear like that. So you have to be careful that one too. And then next one is, yep. And the next one is all of you forget reference. Okay, am I sure? Am I sure? Am I sure? Is
Can you repeat
anyone
it again?
Sorry?
Can you repeat it again?
Yeah, I mean that you all forgot to, how should I say, reference slide. Reference means that whenever we do presentation or whenever you write, you need a reference, right? So where did you get this information? Where did you get those information? Okay.
Oh, you mean
so
your credit slide?
Yes, like a citation site. Yeah. Before you how should I say? Before thank you slide, and then there should be a reference. Okay. So maybe, for example, you got this information from internet or the Google, there would be address, right? For example, if you're looking for liberty status of liberty, so you might see that some of the address on the internet, right? So you have to click it, and then you copy and then paste on the slide, right? So next time, please try not to forget the the address of the references, right? If you get the information from the book, you have to write down the book's the author's name, and then when the book's the original title, and then when it was published, okay, and then which page number, or maybe if you take those, if you take the notes from page number 30, so you have to write down page number as well. Okay, so reference next time, trying to add reference. And the last one I would like to suggest you is you need well preparation. Okay, well preparation means that you don't need to, how should I say, don't read all the time, and then you need a practice. Okay, even though you are doing, even though you are doing with this, even though you are working with the screen is also stay alive, right? That's why you need to practice. Just how should I say, maybe trying to use eye contact and then gesture, something like that, right? So whatever, this is the first time, and but you all try your best. And then this is also, I do appreciate for your attempt, right? So I think the next time you all won't be nervous for this or doing presentation, right? Okay, thank you. So now let's go to the book. Okay, what homework did I give?
Yeah, you didn't give any homework.
You didn't give any homework, only for the presentation.
Okay, I see that. Because this is the first time, your presentation the first time, that's why I didn't give any heavy load. I think we finished page 13, right? Am I right?
Yes, check.
Right? Okay, let's go. Yeah, so we have already done page number 13. So we are going to page number 15. Have you turned over the book? Okay, so page number, yes, thank you. Page number 14, applying your reading skill. Do you see that title?
Yes.
Okay, the book is this one, right? This book it is, right?
Yes, sure. Yes.
Yeah, because I worry that you might miss the book. So if I say reading, this is our reading book, okay? If I say let's go writing, and you have to turn over green color book. Is that okay? Yeah. So now applying your reading skills. And then I want you to read it yourself, and I will give you 8 minutes to read 14 and 15. Okay? Yeah, so I will give you 8 minutes to read those 2 pages. Please read it quickly, and then if you need to do some notes, and then just only note down on your notebook, right? Okay, let's start. Hello, have you finished your reading? Oh,
No,
still. Okay, still reading, right? Then while you are reading, I want you to do some highlights as a note. Okay. Yeah. Hello, Junior Sandy.
谢谢。
Yes, are you okay to read it? Are you okay to read it?
哇，那个你也到回了去，不我放入去。
Oh, okay, okay. Please do it quickly. Hello, have you finished 14 and 15? Because I want you to do skimming, right? So please quickly, read it quickly, and then don't be very slow. Jack, have you finished?
Yes, now I'm highlighting the points.
Okay, thank you. And then is there anyone? Shinta, how about you? Have you finished?
Yes, yes,
Okay, did you do any highlights?
yes, yes.
Good job, yes. Then is there anyone who hasn't done? Hello? Is there anyone who hasn't done?
I'm still reading, about to finish.
Okay, thank you. Please do quickly. So Jack and Shintan, you have already read it, right?
Yes.
Okay, so please keep on reading 16. 16 is the most important part.
Yes, yes. I do my best.
Okay. Yes. Andre, if you are done, please keep on reading 16.
Yes, Chair.
Okay. And then do Mong Zizu. I think you're Dan, right? Okay, so now let's discuss about page number 14. Zuzu, can you discuss about page number 14? What did you note down? And then what did you highlight for it? Zuzu, you're muted. We cannot hear you.
Sorry, teacher, I thought.
Yes. Yep. Okay.
On the first core paper, it expects us to be able to get the overall idea of understanding notices, signs, timetables, advertisements, and simple facts contained in the paragraphs and text. And also, we need to get the idea of letters, brochures, and fiction text of their meanings. And also, we need to get the point of what the writer want to say, but not their direct writing of the direct writing. Also, for on the extended paper, we are expected to gain the knowledge. So we should identify the opinions and ideas of both tests and also connections between the sentences. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. So on page number 14, okay, it explained that what is the core and what is extended. You know, core and extended are not much different, but the question would be, the question are almost similar, right? But you know, when you take the exam for, when you take the as a core, and you have to be asked, okay, the 3 points. Okay, you might see 3 points under the core tier. And then for the extended tier, and then there is another 3 points, what you are going to be asked, right? Okay, so now let's go to page number 15, the reading questions. Andre?
Yes, Chair. Do I have to summarize?
Yeah. Yeah, you should summarize. Yes.
Also, in reading the question, you should first you should read the passage and get an overall overall view and make sure you understand the whole passage. And you need to know what the question is asking you about.
Of course.
So without knowing the question, you won't be able to answer.
Yes.
And then, okay, and after getting both point of view and a clear understanding of what the questions are asking you, you should look at the relevant section of passage based on which question is based on which paragraph. So you will be able to find the answer quick. And highlighting key points in the paragraph will help you find the answer. And so depending on the mark that the question is going to give you, you should add more details.
Yes.
Yes, and you should also use your own words while writing and stating your answers and opinion to the question. Hello, Chair.
Hello, can you hear me right now?
Yes,
Yes,
Chair.
Chair.
Yes, sorry. And then the Wi-Fi was no signal, so I have to try with my mobile data. No problem. Okay, so I gave you a time to read page number 16. And have you finished?
Yeah, I'm reading right now.
Okay, just still reading or you have done?
Almost finished it.
Okay, who wants to discuss page number 16? So Jack, how about Jack?
Yes.
Yes.
Um, so the passages that this textbook will give us is likely to be like advertisement, leaflets, guides, reports, manuals, and instructions to approach in answering the questions. So we have to answer only short answer types. We don't have to copy the questions directly into our answers. We have to use our own words to answer short questions. Short questions are straightforward. They require factual answers. So to show that you have understood that passage, the text gives you some examples of the questions that the exam will be asking you, like give 2 reasons and explain the writer's opinion. You're muted, Chair.
Okay, I'm not used to it. Okay, and then when you answer the short question, yeah, what is important you have to do? What important thing you have to do?
You have to answer short, not like long answers.
Yeah. Yeah, this is yes. You know, as I told you before, you know, they ask you to answer just short answer, right? So if you write down the long sentence, you will get on just one mark, right? They don't give you any extra bonus or like that, right? That's why we have to focus only just the main point, right? Okay, so now let's do reading about safest houses on page number 17. Okay. Page number 17, this is a leaflet, right? And then the title is Safe as Houses. And you have to look at the question on page number 18. Do you see the question on 18?
Yes.
Yes. Hey, I don't mean only Mr. Jack. I mean all of you.
Yes, Chef.
Okay, thank you. Because only just Mr. Jack alone is answering to me. That's why. Hello, everyone. Do you see the question number 1 on page 18?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
thank
we
you.
all see that question.
Yeah, thank you so much for your response. So what is question number 1? Hey, Duranai, can you read the question number 1?
Yes, and what are the main injuries that children can face in the kitchen?
Okay, so we have to, then one more thing I have to tell you is, we say that advertisements, right? Not advertisements. The pronunciation is advertisements, right? And here also injuries. Okay, INJURIES is injuries. Yeah, so now let's look for the answer for number 1. Yeah. What are the main injuries that children can suffer in the kitchen? Yes. So can you look for the answer on page number 17 and 18?
Puns and skulls.
Okay, that's it.
It also matches.
Yeah. So you know you can see the answer on the first line in the first line, right?
Yes.
Okay. So the children can get injured, burn and scalds, right? And then is that all?
An iron chair.
Mm-hmm. Can you point out which paragraph?
First.
Only just on in the kitchen on the first paragraph?
Yeah, in the photo.
Okay, yes, good job. You look at the photo and then, yes, It's also burn, right? Okay, so how about 2? In what other ways can children be injured in the kitchen? How about another things the children can endure in the kitchen?
From falling from slippery kitchen floors and drinking household chemicals.
Of course, this is right. So is there anyone who can't see the answers?
Sure, I can see the answer.
Yeah. If you don't
teacher.
see the answer, yes, that yes. Shinda, did you tell me something?
Yes, same here. I mean like that.
Oh, okay.
I also
Yes.
can see it.
So you have the same answer with Mr. Jack?
Yes, yes.
Okay,
Absolutely.
thank you. So how about the ladies? Is there any question for that?
Teacher, can I ask something?
Yes, you can.
Are these questions just an example, or do we have to write down in exercise book and take notes, or just examples?
Yes, you better take notes if you want. Or you can you can highlight in the original test as well. Okay, so I will repeat the answer again, right? For number 1, you have the answer is burn and scalds. For number 2, there's slippery floors and household chemicals, right? Because the children, they don't know the chemical can be a poison for them. They think that, if they like the color they want and they want to drink it, and that they drink and they get into trouble to the hospital like that, right? Yes. Okay, number 3, give 3 items found in kitchen that can cause injury to young children.
Kettles.
Okay, kettles, yes. And then only kettle?
Cats.
What do you see more? What do you see on the stove?
Hot oven doors.
Okay,
pans.
yes. Pans, right?
Hot drink.
And then, yes, and then hot irons, right? Is there any more answer?
Oven, oven.
Okay, oven, yes. Oven is also very dangerous, right? Excuse me, let me try by the camera, by the laptop again, but we can keep on. Yes. And then how about question number 4?
Recording in progress.
I will try with the laptop. Yeah, can you tell me the answer for question number 4?
Bed top, sir. Bed top.
Sorry. Question number 4 is, which piece of information about the risks of young children drowning in the bath might some people find surprising?
even in only a few inches of water.
Yes, that's it. Now, where did you get this answer, Jack?
I read it from the passage. I mean,
Yeah. So you need to
leaflet.
point out to your leaflet. Yeah, you need to point out where is the answer to your friends.
The second sentence, second paragraph, second sentence.
Hello, Andrew, Minta, Pyodiha, Dindanaso. Do you see the answer?
Yes, I saw it. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. So here you can see that children can be skilled by bad water, which is too hot, right? Maybe I think even though it is not too hot, water is very dangerous for the children, right? They like they like to play with the water, but they don't know that water is very dangerous for them, right? That's it. Okay. Is there anyone who wants to answer more about number 4?
The answer is bathtub.
Okay. Only bathtub?
Yes, sir.
How about Jack? Can you repeat your answer again?
Second paragraph, second sentence, even in only a few inches of water.
Yeah, you've been muted.
Oh my god. Okay. So. Okay, so Suzu.
Yes, teacher.
Why are you silenced to answer for number 4?
The information about the risk of young children drowning in the bath might in the bath. Sorry, teacher, can I answer again, please? Some people might find surprising that the risk of young children drowning in the bath is even in only a few inches of water.
Change you are muted
You are
again.
muted here.
Sorry. I'm really confused with my, how should I say, sore throat. And then I lose sometimes, confidence to it.
It's okay.
Yeah, sorry. Okay, so I don't mute it anymore. If I cough, and then I will keep like that. Okay, number 5. What 2 dangers to young children can be found in toilets?
Hello, teacher.
Yes. You got the answers?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
The rest of points named from the cleaning product. Chad, is it okay?
Can you edit more? Okay, so no, can you point out where did you see that answer? Hello, no. Yeah, can you make sure which page or which paragraph give you the answer?
In the bedroom passage.
Okay. Yes. And then how about Andrew?
Yes, teacher.
Yeah, so what is your answer?
For number 5.
Yes.
The two dangers to young children to be found in toilet is first one I think the germs and bacteria because they don't wash their hands.
Okay.
And the second one is I think toilet seat because it's too big for them and they got stuck in it.
Yes, of course. Okay. Because the children, for the children, they usually think that, most of the things are like toy for them, because they are started to learn everything, right? Maybe the way their parents speak, and then the words, and then they are very curious to touch everything new, right? Okay. Yes. Okay.
I cannot see the answers.
You cannot see the answers. Okay. So
After
Andrew. Yeah, Mindan, can you repeat it again? What did you ask?
I mean that I cannot see the answer that Andrew answered.
Yeah, so Andrew, can you point out which paragraph and where did you get that answer?
It's on page 19 and it's paragraph under the question and also
Andrew, why you tell the secret? Oh, Andrew, you are really bad boy. Yeah. So why you didn't look at in the text? I want you to look for in the text first, right?
And teacher, I thought we were supposed to read out the answers on the question.
And then you look for it in the paragraph, right?
No, I didn't. Oh, there.
Oh my god. So you mean that you mean only just the text is introduction?
Yes, I
Right?
look at the picture and answer and say the answer under the question.
Okay, I see that. I see right now. Actually, I want you to practice to familiar with the text. That's why I ask you to answer first, and then after that we will discuss it. But whatever, no problem. Yeah, don't worry. And then next passages, and then you cannot get such kind of suggestion. Okay, this is the first time. That's why I think they give you how to think about it, right?
Also, we can answer like what we have known.
Mm.
Oh,
Oh. Okay. Yeah, so now can I go to number 6?
yes,
Yes,
sure.
sure.
Okay, thank you. Yes.